Sorry, man. Look out, Jack, back with another one. Before we get into this video, hey man, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and like this video. Show me some love. I appreciate that love I'm getting. Yeah, let's get into the 1090J breaking down this Mello Buckzz her album release party and got shot up, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. She was doing all that dissing and this and that. And she got her people took out, bro. Her boyfriend got hit up. He ain't hit no more. A lot of people got hurt in this situation, bro. But let's get into this.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Mello Buckzz and her album release party turning into one of Chicago's deadliest recent mass shootings.
That shit was
Three
crazy.
shooters pulled up in a black SUV and opened fire as people were leaving an album release party, as many of them were pouring out of this lounge.
Traumatized. I mean, I'm just shook.
Heard a lot of gunfire, and then and next thing you know is a whole bunch of police officers driving by fast, ambulance, fire and rescue.
Absolute chaos. From people screaming to blood on the streets to people laying on the streets.
July 2nd, 2025. A black car drove up, opening fire on a crowd of people gathered outside the Artist Restaurant and Lounge. This was the near north side neighborhood of Chicago.
And they say it was supposed to be a private event, but when you got people, posting on IG, showing where they at, bro, they gonna find where you at. They know, like they in the rack, so they gonna know where you at. So that was kind of crazy for you to say it's private, but you posting the stuff on IG, like on social media. Like it doesn't make no sense. So I mean, you kind of did it to yourself. You letting your opposition know where you at.
Just blocks away from the luxurious Gold Coast. This whole area was money, business, and luxury. But as big as Chicago is, it can be too small when it comes to violence. And Chicago has time and time again shown us nowhere is safe. CCTV video would show muzzle flashes coming from a black Honda, and in a matter of seconds, 18 people were shot on the sidewalk. One of the worst mass shootings to hit Chicago in recent years, and this wasn't a random act of violence either. This was 100% targeted. A police investigation would learn 24-year-old Chicago rapper Mello Buckzz was hosting her album release party at the Lounge. Detectives are still unsure who the actual target was, as Mello had already left the area when the shooting erupted. A witness observed the suspect vehicle circle the front of the club to see who was there. When they came back around, they opened fire. Handgun and rifle rounds were recovered, and spent shell casings would be found outside and inside the club, meaning there was more than just the shooters in the vehicle. More than likely, someone was firing back. Law enforcement along with EMS tended to the wounded, rushing victims to the hospital. Of the 18 that had been shot, 4 of them were killed. 25-year-old Leon Henry was shot in the head, 23-year-old Devontae Williamson, 26-year-old Taylor Walker, and 27-year-old Aviance King were all shot in the chest.
Damn.
Chicago's Sun-Times would highlight the rapper Mello Buckzz appears to claim an affiliation to NLMB, a faction of both Black P Stones and Gangsta Disciples. A two-set alliance, No Limit, the P Stones, are based around 79th and Essex. Muskegon Boys, the GDs, are based around 78th and Muskegon, both areas located within the South Shore neighborhood on the east side of Chicago. NLMB has become nationally known through the rise of drill with rappers like G Herbo and Lil Bibby, but within the city known as Chirac, NLMB is known for allegedly being behind some of the most ruthless murders in Chicago. NLMB has been suspected of killing 2 brothers years apart. KTS Vaughn would drop a music video that's one of the darkest videos in Chicago drill history. A hoodie saying "fuck your dead homie" would list multiple members of NLMB
Oh my
who
God.
were killed.
These
with
motherfuckers
"Get
so
whacked" written at
disrespectful,
the
bro.
bottom. And 2 months after the music video dropped, KTS Vaughn got whacked. 5 years later, KTS Dre, the older brother of Vaughn.
Man, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, bro. I believe in that energy you put in the atmosphere, bro. What you put out, it's gonna come back to you, bro. So when you dissing those that's no longer on this earth, bro, you can't do that, bro. When you, bro, bro, I don't know how much others said, bro. Y'all think y'all blowing up for dissing, yeah, y'all might be blowing up for dissing, but y'all don't understand these record label people got insurance on y'all ass, bro. They gonna get stupid money, buku money off your ass, bro. Bro, stop dissing, bro. Like, stop dissing the dead, bro. If you want diss the niggas that's still alive, bro. But you start dissing the dead, bro, you out of there, bro.
Had just been fitted with an electronic monitor bracelet as he was being released from jail. Exiting the Cook County Jail, he was ambushed and shot 64 fucking times.
God damn.
Back in 2017, 21-year-old rapper Shooter Shells dropped a song called Death of 150. NLMB was known to go by 150 Dream Team, and the song was a direct diss. 3 months later, Shells was walking up to a car at 9:30 in the morning when 3 shooters walked him down, stood over him, and left holes big enough in his head to see through. They fired a total of 43 times. The images of Shooter Shells laying on the floor would hit the internet, and because of that picture, this murder is still to this day considered one of the most brutal. So brutal the feds even investigated it, but were unable to arrest anyone. That same year, a 37-year-old member of NLMB was shot and killed. His name was Big Lled. And the very next day, his 19-year-old son, lled, would allegedly commit a quadruple murder to avenge his dad. 5 days after the shooting, lled would be charged with all 4 murders, 2 of his victims being brothers who were visiting their mom at the restaurant she worked at. 4 years later, all charges against lled were dropped due to lack of evidence. NLMB has a violent, bloody, and deadly reputation, so best believe they have a long list of ops who wouldn't hesitate to kill them. With Mello Buckzz' party being publicized, it's more likely that she wasn't the actual target, but any NLMB members in attendance. Come to find out, NLMB doo-wop could be seen on video being carried from the scene as he was one of the shooting victims. Doo-wop is a known associate of both G Herbo as well as Chief Keef going back years. Mello Buckzz would take to Instagram heartbroken. Not only did she lose her boyfriend, she lost her 2 best friends, all in the same night. Her album release was supposed to be a pure celebration of her success, but instead has turned to a tragedy that will forever haunt her. Her best friends were taking videos of her all night, posting them to Instagram, and Mello can be seen with an armed security guard following her every step. The crowd inside the lounge seems to be primarily women, and the vibes were harmless. They felt safe, everyone cheering as Mello rapped. But the whole time, men inside of a car lurked around the area, waiting to kill whoever came out. 600 Breezy would take the...
It's crazy because before, she was on her way, she was listening to some diss music, bro, like dissing people. You put negative energy already in everybody, like, bro, the stuff we listen to, bro, it's vibrations, bro. You think negative shit, bro, you got negative shit on your mind. Like, if you listen to some sliding shit, you got slide shit on your mind, you want to go delete something, you feel me? You listen to some love shit, you in your feelings, you want to be in love. You listen to some sad shit, you gonna be sad, bro. That's just how our shit work, bro. But you put that shit out, that energy, bro, you putting it in the atmosphere, bro.
Instagram paying respects to AV, showing support to Mello, and calling out the shooters saying, "Y'all shot all them girls. Bitches for real. Get out the car and get your target. Innocent women and kids, ain't no points." The total number of women shot isn't known at this time, but what is known is 2 were killed, while 4 more were transported to hospitals in critical condition, ranging in ages from 21 to 31, and suffering gunshots to the back, leg, body, and even face. Sadly, Chicago wouldn't be Chicago without the dissing, and YFG Fatso wasted no time.
That ass, you think this shit a game? Cool. Most shit happen too though. If you know, you know. After that though, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, tell that redhead bitch who always following behind no limit. You trolling, bitch, that ain't in your hood. But go check on them though, you goofy ass little boy. I heard a bitch got a free ass shot. Bitch got a free ass shot.
Damn.
Doctor for them.
Keep in mind this kid's like 17, but his words have definitely caught everyone's attention. This will be a case that takes priority for detectives in Chicago, as mass shootings with multiple killings are cases where everyone wants an example to be made. Recklessly firing into a crowd that's majority women isn't honored in any hood, but in all reality, is there anything honorable left in the streets?
No, that's why I don't pay to be in the
Chicago's seen it
streets.
all for generation after generation. And even with the fire department literally spraying the blood off the concrete, it's guaranteed the bloodshed doesn't end here. Now this is rough, and unfortunately this is Chicago. This is the reality of gangbanging. This is the reality of having an affiliation, whether you're a full-blown gang member, whether you're just an associate. Even knowing certain people can cause anything you do to become targeted. I don't believe Mello Buckzz was the target of this shooting, but I think they used her event as a means to attempt to catch somebody else. And if you saw the video from the scene, it's just crazy that people will pull up and fire off into a crowd of majority women with no regard for anybody. But then again, it's like, how can you expect them to have regard for anyone when they're pulling up to kill? You know, it's like, it's just a sad situation all the way around the board. She lost her boyfriend and her two best friends in the same night. A night that was meant to celebrate her success. And you know, people are gonna come out with the conspiracy theories and she sold it, all that stupid shit. It's just tough, and I guarantee you she's gonna have survivor's guilt. And that's why they say things like it's lonely at the top. There's always things that happen that make you look at life differently, make you question if you really want this, if you want to keep pushing. And this is just something that she's gonna have to push through. You know, that would be the best way for her to honor her boyfriend and her two best friends, is to keep pushing through, keep finding success, and leave that city in the past. But my condolences to the victim's family and to Mello. Drop y'all's thoughts in the comment section. It's 10.
And make sure you like it. Shout out 10 out of J for this banger. RP on following people, man. Oh, bro, RP on people, man. Man, you get out the rag, bro. Get out the rag.